Good morning. So in previous classes, we have learned about what is public relation and definition of public relations, functions of public relation officer, elements of public relation, and public relation in crisis management. You already learned these topics. Are you there? Okay. So what is crisis management in public relations? It depends on the policies and principles of company or any organization. What is a crisis? It's a unplanned, unexpected problems arising from maybe by natural calamities like cyclones and storms or heavy rains. Due to heavy heat also sometimes causes damage to its products or any other tools or equipments in some offices or in companies. In cyclone also, due to some electricity issues or some water floods, also some damage caused by these unwanted crises. So it may affect directly or indirectly of the internal as well as external publics. In these calamities, natural calamities and natural crisis, the public relation officer has to take steps to avoid major effects to the public. He has to inform, he or she has to inform the external public as well as internal public. and he has to act as a bridge between company management and the public. He or she has to arrange media, because through media or via media only, the external public will come to know these problems and solutions and actions are taken by the company. So he or she has to arrange media conference or press conference, and he has to distribute pamphlets or press notes to the or release to the media. Media also know, they can ask how it happened, when it happened, what are the measures you are taking, how much damage happened, what are the compensation, how much compensation you are providing, insurance is there or not, any death case happened, any how you are treating, how much expensive you are bearing to their treatments, you are giving any job facility to their family members, any compensation you are giving. So much questions they put, because they are media. They wanted to know each and every point from the company, and they will disseminate to the public. So for these questions also, the PR of the public relation officer to be ready. Then only he should not give any false promises or any extra words to the media or internal public. There must be some policies to the company, according to the company only policy only, he has to give words or give promise to the internal public. We are giving this much budget to these problems. We are taking this much of solutions to solve the issue. We are giving hospital and treatment to these affected people. We have insurance policy, so their damage expense will come under this policy. So don't worry about financial crisis. We are managing. We are here to take steps to solve the problems. So these type of promises only he can do. Instead of he should not do any false promise. He should not give he is not going to give his money, Then if he does like that, the company will not take any, will not take that type of issues. They had their own policies, their own budget. According to their budget, according to their policy only, PRO should act. He has to disseminate the information according to the company's policy or company's insurance, anything. He should not give his own by his own words or his promises. So these are the different types of crisis. During crisis, he has to do like a bridge between public as well as the company. So what are the tools the public relation officers have in his hand to provide information to the public? He has to use media like print media, electronic media, as well as nowadays we are having online or digital media. By using these media types, he has to inform the public about their company products, and about their rules, about their employment facilities, about their insurance, about management policy, everything about employment to the external public, everything. He has to disseminate the information by using these different types of media. Media also, he has to call all the media people in particular in specific day to arrange. By arranging the meetings, he has to give some pamphlets or press notes. In that, he has to mention each and every point what the management wants to communicate to the people. So he has to know, he can give his, use these mails, Facebook, that social media, Twitter, so many nowadays we are having, no? What are the different types of social media platforms we are using now? Like Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and different like emails, websites, and different platforms are there. No, these are known as digital media as well as cyber media or online media. By using this media, he or she can reach the public as well as the internal public, means employees or staff of the organization. So whatever he wants to communicate with the people, he can deliver the message by using these platforms. After that, he can use electronic media also. By inviting the press people, he can release his communication, what he wants to communicate. He can release the press notes, and according to the company rules, everything he can disseminate to the media. From the media, people can know what is happening, what are their functions, what are the new products they are launching in the market, what their prices, everything. And one social media, electronic media, and print media he can use. After that, open book, open house. You know what is the meaning of open house? In some companies, they will invite all the external public or people to visit their company. In in some days, they can open their media, their company to the public. They can visit the company and their manufacturing units, how they are working, what their products, how they are manufacturing, what are the measures they have taken, they have in their company, how many workers are there, in what climates, in what conditions they are working to get these products. So this is known as open house. So all the external public means people can visit their company. For that also, PR should arrange all these timings. He has to inform the public, the open house, when it starts and when it ends up, everything. He has to inform the public through different channels. So they can come and visit these companies. For them also, he has to take, he can give some refreshments like tea and biscuit. For that also, they will have some budgets. They are according in that budget only, he has to give some refreshments or welcome drinks to please to welcome the public. They want to show, no, they how much they are spending, how much money they are spending, how sophisticated units they are having, how these workers are working, under what pressure they are working. These type of issues also they can exhibit to the public. These arrangements also done by this public relations officer. That is open house system. And exhibitions. You know, the name itself indicates what is an exhibition. What is an exhibition? To exhibit, to show, to disseminate, to inform. The meaning itself tells us what is an exhibition. To exhibit their products, to exhibit their company, to show their new products to the customers or to the public. So he can arrange the exhibition stalls, not only in their own exhibition, but in outside exhibition also. They can put there, they can install, they can open their stalls to reach the public as well as the consumers. There also he can give, they can distribute pamphlets in the exhibition stalls. So by using exhibitions also, public relations officer can reach the public to improve their marketing business, to improve their sales. So one more is advertising. What is an advertising? Advertising, no? We are all every day watching in movie, in television channels, in internet also. We are getting so many advertisements for different products, different services, different organizations, like movies also giving advertisements to reach the consumers or to reach the audience, to give the promotion for their products or movies, known as advertisement. Advertisement is nothing but a form, it's a paid form of communication. No, what is a paid form of communication? They means who are they? Company, any industries, or any person has to or have to pay some amount or some fees to the advertisement, to the electronic or any media to transmit their advertisements. We are having so many advertisement companies, advertising agencies. There, the company has to give charges to create an advertisement for their services or for their products. After that, they will go to the media to broadcast their advertisements. It's a paid form of communication because they have to pay some fees or charges to the media to telecast these advertisements in specific timings, in particular timings. So, no, in serial timings, between the serials, between the movies, and between any programs, we have to, they will telecast some advertisements. So depending on the TRP rating, they will charge for these advertisements. The PR people has to meet all the media people, advertisement people, to give promotion to their company as well as their products. So advertisement, exhibitions, stalls, and through different media or via media known as electronic media, online media, as well as print media. And public gatherings. Some companies will arrange some get together. So families, the employees' families also be invited by these companies. They will arrange some programs to reach the public. They also sponsored some programs. Some companies will arrange some cricket matches and star matches like with film actors. By sponsoring these programs, they will get some promotion, to their products. Sponsorship they will give to these programs to reach the consumers. Okay. So for these also, public relation officer has to take more actions, more things he has to do. He has to call media, he has to reach the media people, he has to invite the media people, and he has to go to the public by conducting or by organizing these public gatherings and sponsorship programs, events. And in sometimes some type of sponsorship programs, phone-in interviews, the company people will sit in the media. They can get calls from consumers. They will inform how with their products will work, what are the benefits they are giving to the public by their products, what they are the different features their products are having. These type of questions also, question and answer session also, they will organize in media. Public and consumers will speak to that companies people to know the elements or know the features of the product or the company policies. So like this, so many platforms he has to use to reach the public too. Why he has to reach the public or consumer? This is the basic concept, no? The public relation officer has to develop good rapport or to create good opinion among the public. So he has to create rapport between the company as well as the internal and outside, means external public. Goodwill, he has to create goodwill. He has to create good opinion about his company. It is the main duty or main function of the public relation officer. Okay. And some events we already discussed. No, events, shows, exhibitions, stalls, press conference, and in-house magazines. You know what are the different magazines? We know we are getting so many magazines like journals, sports journal, health magazine, women magazine, entertainment, film magazines. We are having in different languages. We are reading these magazines. Nowadays, we are reading online magazines only, but still the print media also circulating or printing different print media, print magazines. Like that, these different companies are also magazines. They will print in different languages to reach the public. In that magazines, they have to describe about their company, and that also public relation officer has to write some letters, some articles, and interviews with their company management people, everything. It might be monthly magazine or weekly or fortnightly, means 15 days, 15 days once we will get those magazines. So letters also, newsletters, magazines, and news papers from these companies, they will print, or they will they will describe everything in that pamphlets for every month or every bi-monthly, fortnightly, weekly magazines they will run. They will circulate these magazines. You know, you may know what are the different, what is the circulation? Number of papers or number of publications sold out. No, that is known as circulation. Okay. Depending on the circulation, we can divide or we can categorize these media into big magazines, small magazines, and very small magazines. Depending upon the circulation, number of circulation, we can categorize these magazines: small, medium, and big. Like that, these companies also will release this type of print magazines, papers, newsletters. Okay. For every company, social responsibility should be there. What is social responsibility? All. We have to be responsible for our society. That's why every company has some social responsibility. For that reason, they will sponsor for education of their employees' children, or some orphanage they have to run for orphanage, for poor people, for old age homes. They will donate to these companies, these organizations. So they have to give some donations. So that is their responsibility. That is their main duty. Anyway, they are getting some profits. In that profit, they have to give some money to the society to develop society. So many companies, for example, Dr. Reddy's Labs are having some orphanages, some schools they are running. Hospitals also, private hospitals also, they will go give some fees concession or some free checkup or free treatment to these some people because of this social responsibility, corporate social responsibility. Like some corporate offices, like software companies also giving or providing this type of donations or organizing some schools or orphanages. For this also PR, this PR people have to do lot of work. Okay, these are the main channels he can use to reach the public. Okay, he has to develop rapport with government also. Why with government? Because government only giving permission, government only giving some license to the companies. No, that's why he has to be answerable for the government also. He has to give respect. He has to show some responsible. He has to give any no answer to this government. Whenever government asks, he should write by writing. He has to give more answers to these government people also. So he has to follow government rules as well as or their company rules. He has to use more platforms to reach the consumers as well as external and internal public. These are the main functions and duties of PR in any company or any organization, whether it may be government or may be private sectors. So this is the functions and duties of PR. Okay, thank you.